This is Chris Falcon, and if you're just joining, I'm talking about the newest Marvel series, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Um, Last week was a pretty good chat regarding the pilot episode. Uh, this week is going to be all about the new Star Spangled Man. Spun, because that's the name of the title of the show. So we'll be talking about episode 2 and basically, hopefully, the political ramifications that show has to later life. Now that we know that there was a black Captain America that nobody knew about in the MCU verse. So we're going to talk about that and what's going to happen. Hopefully, what do you think the outcome will be for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So stay tuned. We got a great episode for you, and this is my Marvel Talks on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
What up?
Yay, we got
What's up?
Hey, Gary.
Hey, Gary. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Long time
Good.
no see.
Long day of schoolwork stuff, which is fun stuff.
Yeah.
I'm taking intro to Photoshop imagery, and like right now we're working on how to create textures in Photoshop.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's like a lot of artsy stuff today. I've been doing. I think I'm worn out from it, but like it's really fun stuff.
Nice. Yeah, Gary, just get up to speed. Yeah, I've been doing this like Marvel chat show, like with Ryan and I for like a while now. It started about because I think Tony brought like the Mandalorian into like film club to watch, and I kind of wanted to do the same thing, but with the Marvel shows coming on Disney Plus, and I thought, why not?
Yeah. I saw him on the WandaVision one, but I watched that. I've just started watching WandaVision. I haven't caught up on that one, but I've been watching Falcon as it's coming out, and it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, Falcon, to me, yeah, it's like a little slow just to get started. I find Ryan and I were talking last week, and I told him that, like I've seen all the Marvel movies since 2008, and I think Iron Man and the Captain America series are more like grounded in the real world universe than the other Marvel films. I should have added like Spider-Man to that because, yeah, but yeah, then,
after like Thanos showed up and everything, it got more like science fiction, I guess, or more into and also more magical with Doctor Strange and stuff. Yeah. So Falcon definitely seems like it's more in like the Iron Man, Captain America world.
Yeah, which is cool too, because like we don't get to see a lot like Falcon, Winter Soldier, Wanda, Vision, and like just the name of the few of the characters, we don't get to see a lot of their backstories. And with them doing this Disney series, it feels like we're actually getting a chance to see what their story is after Endgame, which is really cool.
Yeah. Well, what I liked about it so far is they're basically setting up like phase 4 beforehand. So this show is getting like caught up the events after the movies, because I mean, as I told Ryan, this show is supposed to go first. First filming first out of the gate. But then coronavirus happened, and then WandaVision actually went first, which, not to spoil it for you, but it's a really a cool show, and it sets up not only Doctor Strange 2, but like I think Captain Marvel 2 and Secret Invasion as well. So yeah, that's just a little blob. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, talking about episode 2 of the Marvel thing, which is called the Star Spangled Man, and yeah, I really like the backstory and how this new Captain America the scene, and but you find out later that there was a black Captain America, which would have changed, which changes everything to that point, and kind of brings in like the political outside world kind of into it, as it ties in with like racism and other stuff. So I really liked that part of it. And
definitely.
Yeah,
that part will be interesting to see as it like, because we only saw a little bit of him in this episode, but definitely as it goes on, it'll be cool to see where they go with that.
With Isaiah, yeah, if I'm saying that name right. But it feels like they kind of like little hint of Isaiah's story. I feel like you're right. They're going to like add more to that. Felt like they're like just adding like little bits of like Easter eggs, little hints of at things, and like later on they're going to expand that arc story.
Right. Well, like even like we just got a bit of Zemo at the end of this episode, and then even like Sharon Carter is like on the poster and in the credit sequence, but she hasn't showed up in the show yet. So it's interesting. Like it is kind of slowly paced, but I do like how like they kind of spend time with every character, like even characters that might be more like the villains. Like I'm guessing Captain America, the new Captain America, is going to be somewhat of an antagonist in the show, even if I don't think he's going to be like a total villain. Like he like I liked how they kind of humanized him, because they went to just like a scene of him like not being ready to be the new Captain America, and I wasn't really expecting that. So I like how they're spending time with every like group of characters.
Yeah,
I felt the same way too, man. Because I feel like there's like a hidden motive with John Walker's story. Because like I'm not like buying the whole he's a new Captain America thing. I'm totally buying it because it shows it visually. But it just feels like there's someone that's pulling the strings to push for a new Cap America. And they found this guy named John Walker. Okay, but like he was like a 3-time warrior and da. He's done this experience of stuff. It's like, that's great and all. But like, why him above anyone else though, besides his great achievements? I feel like there's more to the story than that what seems the eye. I could be wrong on it though. I'm not knocking the guy. I'm just knocking like how he was easily placed into the suit. I feel like someone wants that to happen.
Yeah, and I really liked how after that spectacular fight scene in the beginning, I liked how they he interacted with the other, with Sam and Bucky, the Winter Soldier, and he's like, I'm trying to be my own thing. I'm not trying to replace Steve because he was a good man. So, yeah, but overall, I mean, the pieces are slowly coming together, I think, and we, and even like both Bucky and Sam were caught off guard by the new Captain America.
Yeah, I can see that. At the same time, like before watching the series, I knew they were going to like add a new Captain America, but like where within the episodes of the series, I didn't know when. I didn't know they were going to go that quick. I thought it was going to be like in like a third or fourth episode at least.
Yeah, it's
like,
interesting.
I'm kind of curious which guys' thoughts on the new Cap though.
Yeah, I think that actor, I'm not like, he's Kurt Russell's son, and I like him in like
oh really? I didn't
he's
know
in
that.
an episode of Black Mirror, and he's pretty good in that. But like I saw him in another movie and I didn't really like him. And I wasn't expecting like the Captain America thing. I remember like seeing somebody who looked like Captain America on one of the posters, but he was like really small in the distance. So I was like, I thought this show was just going to be about Falcon and Winter Soldier. And I was pleasantly surprised by that, because I think it's a really fun play on, like, for one thing, how do you recast like Chris Evans when he was kind of like, everybody kind of considers him like perfect casting for that character, kind of like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, or other perfect superhero casting. So it's interesting, like it's kind of like meta, like it's like both within the role and within the show, and like it's also playing on like the audience's like kind of distrust to the new actor, because like the audience is like, oh yeah, like you're gonna be the new Captain America? I don't think so. So the show is kind of like playing with that by having him be kind of sketchy, like he might also be a bad guy. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, I was feeling those same vibes too. It's like, is he a good guy or a bad guy here? The way he like ended the conversation in the second episode at the precinct, that felt kind of creepy in my head.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, Ryan. Like,
just the way he said what he said in his speech, carried away. I'm thinking, okay, this guy sounds like a creep. It was like, if you want to have people be like part of a team, don't. I know I'm going to be saying something out of character for my style, but like it sounded like almost like a total douchebag. He can correct me on that, but somehow he came off across that in my head.
Yeah.
He didn't come off Mr. Nice with his mannerisms.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I can bring Battlestar into it, but I mean, it's overall good. I think they might use Agent 13 Sharon Carter in the next episode, but I could be wrong. Like, I saw the preview of Sharon Carter on 2, and I thought, okay, she might be in the next episode since I'm moving things quickly, but yeah, I hope they reintroduce her in the next one, because
she's a cool character too.
Yeah,
I like the person that plays Agent 13, Sharon Carter, because like I kind of like got hooked on the Everwood Warner Brothers TV show, and she was on a series in that TV show. So like when I like saw her in Winter Soldier, I was like, wait a minute, that's the lady from Everwood. Then like now it's like seeing her again, it's like reprising her role. I think that's cool. We see more of her Carter's backstory.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I want to see like where she was, if she might have disappeared during the blip or stuff. So I would like to see how they play on with that aspect, because that might be good to touch on. Seeing that that the Marvel world is kind of slowly getting back after the blip. But yeah, we know there's a group, although called the Flake Smashers, that like life before the blip.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna be seeing like more like about like what actually happened with Carter before or after the blip, and like same thing with the Flag Smashers. Showing, I'm kind of curious when they're going to show the world during the blip.
Mm-hmm.
If that made sense, what I just said.
You think they'll have flashbacks? You mean, Ryan?
Yeah, I feel like they're going to have like flashbacks.
Yeah, I wonder if they will. I really like how they how the kind of like it feels like the right time to start making shows, honestly, about the MCU, like in big budget shows about it, because because like now there's kind of like a thing that unites all the shows, and it's like this big world event that like ruined probably a bunch of people's lives with everybody disappearing. And like I think that kind of gives the shows like an interesting backdrop, and like they can explore a bunch of different stuff with that. Like there was one of the scenes in WandaVision was like she's first appearing in the hospital, and like everybody's reappearing in the hospital, and they're all like, we don't know how to handle all these people in the hospital. Like I feel like that's pretty interesting. And I mean there's that TV show The Leftovers that is already kind of like that, I think. Or it's Leftovers? Everybody disappears. Yeah, it's not a Marvel show. It's like it's just everybody disappears. Yeah, so it's kind of a similar idea, I guess, to explore in the show.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I hope they do show flashbacks, and yeah, they're right. They do show what happened, like when people got back from the blip. It ties in nicely to that little scene from Avengers Endgame, where like Hulk snaps his fingers, and then the next thing you see Hawkeye's wife calling him on the phone, and that's the moment where you go, well, the audience goes, it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, then everybody is clapping, and then more people started to appear, and then more clapping.
Yeah.
I hear the episodes are going to get longer for Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh, really?
Yeah, versus like,
long, I feel like
the last one, I think it was like clocked like runtime was like 47 minutes or something like that. Yeah. I hear the next few is going to be even longer. Wow. As far as like time, I don't know. I just saw like an ad for it on Facebook, because you know when you're on Facebook, you see those ads you click on, like like newsletters, whatever. And like I saw a thing about like extended runtime for Falcon Winter Soldier. So I saw that, I was like, oh, interesting. So I'm kind of curious how long the next episodes will be.
But usually it's never really confirmed until you get on Disney Plus at like midnight, right? That's parentheses marked by the episode. I mean, I do want to try and see like Mighty Ducks Game Changers like over the summer or something. And yeah, it was like, okay, it's going to be probably half-hour choice because like Mighty Ducks was like a kids movie. I cannot believe Mighty Ducks is like 40 minutes long, the premiere episode.
Oh yeah. I watched that too, like twice already. I watched this again last night for the second time, because I grew up on the Mighty Ducks. When I learned Mighty Ducks was doing like Disney series, like this is cool.
Yeah,
I'm so there.
Yeah, to get off topic for Winter Soldier, I've seen only 2 of the Mighty Ducks films. I have not seen D3.
D3 is on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
And like, I know it's like different topic, but like when I saw the first episode again from Game Changer, afterwards it brought up a screen where you can like see a preview for the next episode for Friday.
oh wow.
So it had like a 20-second like preview for episode 2.
Oh wow. For Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, for Mighty Ducks Game Changers.
Okay. I mean, when homework's done, I'm probably gonna see the Mighty Ducks.
Nice.
Because other than that, Emilio Estevez I prefer him over Charlie Sheen as my favorite of the Sheen brothers. But yeah, that's a different topic aside. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna watch like all the Marvel series and then do this. I mean, I've done a WandaVision. I'm gonna do Loki afterwards. So, which I think Loki is gonna be a fun series as well.
Yeah.
And then I'm curious how they're gonna do Hawkeye. Because I think, and I told Ryan I was all ready to see the Black Widow movie, but now it's coming out on Disney Plus with Premier Access. So, yeah, I'm kind of like scratching that out and waiting until it comes out on iTunes.
Yeah.
I forgot to say earlier that Black Widow could be in the later world also because Black Widow got her start in Iron Man. I keep forgetting about that, but
it's a cool thing what they're doing with Falcon Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Loki, like the whole series bit.
Yeah, I mean, like what it's now a perfect time because there's been a few superhero series before I remember, but nothing on this magnitude of a level. I think Marvel is going well beyond this with the series, and they're setting up for not only the movies before, but I mean the movies to come. I mean, you've got Doctor Strange, you've got Thor: Love and Thunder, you've got Fantastic Four, you've got a possible X-Men movie.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah.
It might be called Mutants. Because before X-Men was X-Men for the title, I learned that originally it would have been titled the Mutants or The Mutants. It was going to be The Mutants.
Huh.
And that obviously they changed the name to the X-Men. But like now, since they're rebooting the whole X-Men thing, I've been hearing that from cinemablend.com that they've been like, it's going to be like titled Mutants, The Mutants. Which I find that interesting and cool. Little trivia fact there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's fun. So back to this. Sorry to change. I really liked how they handled everything in the show, and we got a little more of the Flag Smashers with Carly, and I think there's something up where it's like, you took something from me, I'm gonna get back at you. And Yes.
Yeah, who do you think's saying that? That's interesting.
I'm in deep thought. I'm thinking about that one.
And yeah, I've read that the Flag Smasher might not be all that bad as they make it out to be, because he does show like some emotion when like that one guy dies and stuff, or holds off while they escape.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, definitely.
I don't know what's really going on with Carly Dale. So
yeah, it definitely seems like they're going to be kind of like it feels like Captain America is going to be kind of like we gotta like stop this rebellion. And I mean that kind of feeds into like real world politics where it's like that's what people criticize America for sometimes is like stopping rebellions in other countries when it's like really they were trying to get democracy and good stuff, or I don't know, sometimes at least.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right. That feels like that's what Captain America is going to do is he's like the new Captain America, but he's really just being like used as like a tool by like these people who just want to like exploit other countries. And then these people are trying to like, you know, they're like a rebellion that is probably trying to make things more, I don't know,
worse than they
more
are.
equality.
Yeah, more
I guess.
equality.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like thinking. Like I'm sorry, go ahead. That's like why I was like thinking about like I feel like John's being like taken advantage of, but like at the same time, I think John Walker is a cool guy and all, but I feel like someone's playing him for a fiddle. Feels like someone's like kind of like telling him like do this, go there, take care of this situation here. It feels like there's like a hidden puppeteer. Kind of like Wizard of Oz, you know, there's like someone behind the curtain. Feels like someone's behind the curtain playing the strings on John Walker.
Yeah, well, it's like, as with Steve Rogers, he immediately knew who he was fighting, who and what side he was fighting for. And he knew right from wrong. And I mean, when he got frozen and then when he got back out, it was like a new world for him. But he still had that reason where he knew who was good and who was bad.
Mm-hmm.
It just took a while, guys. Yeah.
He's more of like he was more critical of like how things were modern because he just like came into the world and he was like, wait, or into the present time, and he was all like, wait, this isn't what America's about. This isn't what I don't know. He was more critical. Whereas the other guy is just like a guy who's been in the military for a while, and like he is like a war hero, it sounds like, but like he is maybe less critical because he's just more used to like the way the military is right now. I don't know.
Yeah, the way the world is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You said it perfectly, like modern for today.
Yeah.
I don't know how to respond to that one.
Yeah, you said it. Yeah, perfectly. So, yeah. See. And then, I'm kind of interested to see how they can bring Zemo back into the fold. Because it ended with them going to talk to Zemo, and then it ended. So I'm kind of anxious how they can bring Zemo back.
I feel like he's going to play like a bigger role because like in this episode they kind of like totally like set up like there's other possible super soldiers like Bucky out there. And like seemed like from what I'm gathering in the second episode, like those Flag Smashers are those said super soldiers. That's what it paints like. I could be misreading that. You guys can correct me on that. But like that's what I took away from this episode. I feel like we're going to see a lot more of that. I feel like Zemo is going to be like the inside guy. So like, what's really going on? How come we haven't heard any of these hidden super soldiers? How come we're hearing them now than before? Why now than like a year or two ago, even before the blip?
Yes. Yeah.
It's like they've been like secretly sleeping under a cave or hiding under a rock and waiting for the right time.
Well, yeah. The government knew like about the flag smashers. They should have said something when all these superheroes like mysteriously pop back up, like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because they both disappeared during the blip.
Yeah, which I gathered. It feels like some of them did blip and some of them didn't.
Yeah,
it's just like a theory in my head, though. But I'm kind of curious, like, what percentage of people were blipped away, and what percentage of the people of the super soldiers were blipped away, and which ones were not. If that makes sense, what I just said.
I think I'm catching on. Yeah.
It's not like 100% of people with super soldiers blipped away. I think it's more like half that amount.
Well, so the Flag Smashers, I'm not sure if I'm totally following. Like, are they because they talk about them like carrying a drug or something? Are they taking that drug, and is that giving them superpowers, or am I misreading that?
You're not misreading that.
That's what
I'm still figuring that one out too.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about that part.
There is a spot of confusion.
Yeah, I'm not like super into that, just because I feel like all these, maybe like, that's how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was. It was like, it made all these like kind of like lower level people with superpowers. And it was just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like you should kind of try to keep the number of people with superpowers a little lower, maybe, just because like they had all like the Inhumans and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And this show feels like it's kind of doing that. So the Flag Smashers, just like the fact that so many of them have powers, feels a little odd. Or am I wrong with that? Is it only one of them that has powers? Do you know how many? I don't know.
You got me thinking about it, man. It's a great question to ask. I'm not even sure. I feel like that question will be answered like in like upcoming episode.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not even sure, because if you count like the Inhumans and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which yes, I did like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I watched all 7 seasons. Quake and Yo-Yo were on the team, I remember. And then, like, there were a few more. It was supposed to be a secret Warriors group, but I think we got only 1 episode of that. So, because I think Lincoln was another, so.
I think I want to say yes to that too.
Yeah, Quake and Yo-Yo, I believe.
You have it right, Chris, because like I followed Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. As far as like which ones were Inhumans, those were Inhuman. But like, it kind of got me thinking about it now.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it too. I don't ever really think Coulson truly was, because.
No, Coulson never was. He was always brought back as a robot each time.
I knew he was. I knew he was brought back after he died in the first Avengers movie, but I was really trying to figure out if Coulson would qualify because he does get that bionic hand and stuff before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got the list here actually. I put it in the chat.
Chat. Okay.
And it has 10 was Robin Hinton, and 9 was Alina, which was Yo-Yo, which you're right on that one. Gordon is at 8.
Oh shoot! I forgot about
7
that
is
guy.
Abby. Flint, 6.
Thank you for Flint.
And 5 was Lincoln Campbell. We were right on that one. And Katya Belkov, if I'm saying it right, is another. Lash, the big tall dude.
I forgot
with the
about
little,
him at first.
Tentacles with the on the head. And of course Daisy, Quake, and 1 Hive. Those were the Inhumans and agents.
Yeah, and Hive turned out to be, because we had that whole storyline with Ward, and then Ward died, and then his body became, for Hive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was cool. That was one of the seasons I watched. I watched the first 3, I think.
Did you ever finish watch? Did you ever finish watch them? The series?
No, I wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't as big of a fan of it as the more recent shows. I feel like it was a lot smaller budget, and I just thought, I don't know, I didn't like the characters that much. But
yeah. I was going to say something, but I'm going to hold back because I was going to say a spoiler, but I just realized
you can go for it. It's fine.
I realized that spoiler is going to be in WandaVision.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So I got a question for you. So how far are you into the series? Which episode are you at?
In WandaVision, I've just finished the 5th episode, I think.
Okay,
I'm assuming, Chris, you know what I'm going to say next then.
I'll be quiet.
I think by episode 5, there's already a hint at it already. So obviously by now, since you've seen episode 5, I'm going to spoil it since you saw the first few. So you know about Sword, right?
Yeah, I
had a feeling of that. So that's, I'm sure you probably know that Sword's like a subsidiary of Shield, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of curious if you knew that or not.
Yeah, I knew that part.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah,
that was the thing that I was going to spoil. Wasn't sure what far you were in.
Yeah, I've seen that part.
Yeah.
I had a feeling of that.
I'll send you something there. We've done MarvelChats about that, and we did talk about everything. And I mean, if you're caught up with it, you can watch the episode. That's great. Let's see. Yeah, here it is, because I do need to put episode 7 back up on there. And
I have heard. Oh, sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
I do need to put, episode 6 for WandaVision 7 back up, because I thought they copied it, the whole episode. I usually did with the audio and background without. I only copied that one section without the audio, so it's it was like a 30 or 45-second clip from it.
Oh wow!
So, but I mean, I already did it, and I'm gonna post all of episode 7 again. So
cool.
Yeah, those are for you, Gary.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. So yeah. All right. Now, so basically, we do a thing at the end of every episode, or every time we end it, kind of like closing it, of like, what was your favorite quote from the episode? And let's see, there was a lot of good ones because I like the banter back and forth between the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But yeah, I think my favorite, I copied it from IDMB, all the quotes, or IMDb. I just wanted to see if he got the arm back, and Buck's like, Isaiah, I'm not a killer anymore. And Isaiah responds, you think you can wake up one day and decide who you want to be? It doesn't work like that. I really liked that quote.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and I like how they are setting up like interesting, I think, character arcs with Bucky, because Bucky is definitely like, he feels like kind of like Jason Bourne, where Jason Bourne was like always felt bad about killing people, and then he would kind of like when he lost his memories, he kind of realized who he was, and he was like, oh no. And that's interesting in this one. And Bucky had the line where he's like, if Captain America was wrong about you, then maybe he was wrong about me also, because like Captain America Steve was the one who was like, Bucky, you don't have to be like a killer, like just because you did all those things, like you can still, you're still like fine, I guess.
Yeah, you're not brainwashed anymore.
Right. So that's interesting, like to see that as his story in this show. Definitely it's an interesting way to go, I guess.
Because he wasn't himself.
Right, yeah.
His mind was taken over.
Mm-hmm.
He was only programmed to do what he needed to do.
Yeah.
And like the people of Wakanda blinked that from his head, and he's like back to normal.
Oh, did they do that? I didn't catch that in the movies.
Yeah, I liked when he brought up that white wolf thing. And,
I did too.
Yeah, the other guy was all confused because I did see the ending. I said the end credits of all these, and I did see the white wolf thing, and I thought that was a funny moment. Well, basically, Falcon was out of the loop on that white wolf coming.
Yeah.
He's like, you're the White Panther now. Actually, it's the White Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was like kind of cool. They gave him like a code name.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So, I'm gonna have to end it there.
Gotcha.
Hopefully, we'll do this again for episode 3, and if you want, if you want to join us for future, you can. Gary,
definitely
appreciate having you.
Yep. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks for putting it on, Christopher.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
All right. See you guys. Marvel out.
Marvel out.
See ya. And that's all. Okay, I'm glad we had an interesting conversation. I'll post it again, but again on there. But sorry for talking about the Mighty Ducks in with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series. I'm in that age group, or I'm a 90s kid, which also also fits in with this because 80s and 90s are right around when I was reading comic books and watching the movies. So I know about like the Captain America 1990 film and how bad it was compared to now. So yeah, I'm sorry for going off tangent at that. You can watch episode 3. I'm gonna plug in 2 shows. Episode 3 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier and episode 2 of The Mighty Ducks. Well, this isn't going to YouTube for like maybe Saturday or Sunday. Both of those episodes, episode 3 of, let me rephrase again, episode 3 of When Falcon Winter Soldier and episode 2 of The Mighty Ducks are both going to be available on Disney Plus tomorrow. I'll make the date April 2nd since I'm gonna post it later. I'll say one more time, then I'm gonna enter the episode 3 of Falcon and the Winter Soldier and episode 2 are both gonna be available tomorrow after Mighty Ducks, April 2nd on Disney. Ooh. And then next week, either April 7th or April 8th, I'm gonna go back to Thursday because my spring break is up. And so tomorrow it'd be back on the regular 5 to 5:45 out. So this is Chris Walker again saying Marvel out and peace.